Hey Frank, I can show you how to extrude a profile, for example, of a steel column in Rhino. I don't know if that's what you need because, anyway, that's what you mentioned, so I can show you this quickly. So now I have a surface in Rhino. I made this I extruded a curve, offset it, so that now I have a surface between these two curves. Um, and by the way, I changed my units to feet. You can do however you want to, but in this class we're typically using IP units, which is feet inches, right? So, and the default in Rhino I think is usually meters. Okay, so I've got my shape here, and I've got Rhino open. I mean Grasshopper open. You know how to do that since you've been playing with it, but it's just typing Grasshopper into this command. We get this uh, window. So I'm just going to mock up what I'm going to do and explain it as we go, and then we'll hook it up. So first I need to have, so if I just hit the space bar, I get this little search command, and I can start looking for these little packets of code that if you play electric guitar, they look like little stomp boxes basically for guitar. They have inputs and outputs, as you know. Anyway, so I'm going to look for a surface. I want to create a surface in Rhino. So here's my surface. I'm going to extrude that surface, so I need to look for something to extrude. I need to go in a direction, so I'm going to go up in this case, and we could do this where we could go different directions. We could follow a guide curve. This is the simplest thing we're going to do, or and just for straight up columns that aren't curved, this would be the way to do it, I think. And then I need to have a number slider so that I can adjust the size of that column. I'm going to double click on this and change the name to length. I don't want a floating point number. I want an integer because I just want to go from 1 as a minimum, 1 foot, to let's say 20 feet. Of course, you can do whatever you want here, but I'm going to say 20 feet. Okay. And now I'm going to hook these up. And now I have to select my curve in Rhino, come over to my surface, right click on it, set one surface, and we see now I've gone up 1 foot, so I can go up as far as I want. So this is a 12-foot column. The one thing here is that it's not, these are just two surfaces right now, you can see, so it's not, there's no cap, it's not a solid. So, and this is one way to use Rhino. You can just, you can just say, well, I wonder if there's something called cap. Oh, there is, cap holes, let me try it. And now if we look and see, that's actually a solid up there. And if you bake it, you'll see, oops, I'm forgetting where that shortcut, come on. You know, I'm switching back and forth between programs. I forget which, how you do what with what. Oh, this is just, okay. I'm even talking about with my mouse shortcut. So now if I wanted to have multiple columns, I can just select the surface down here and say Control C, Control V. So now that surface is, so Control Z is copy, Control V is paste. Now I can just move that one I pasted over. And if I wanted to, have 4 of these, I could move them. And that's, oops, I didn't do Control C, Control V. And now if I select all of these surfaces and say set multiple surfaces over here, now I have all 4 columns. And I can change the height of all of them at the same time. So of course, then if I wanted to have different heights of columns, or if I want to have beams, I can use the same set of tools. One way to do it is just select these, hit Control C and Control V, and then I can, I'm going to, let's see, I guess I'll just disconnect it, because I'm just doing this because, I'll show you why. Right now, if I move this down, there's a column actually in here. I don't know if you can see that moving around in there, because we've actually set these up, both of these extrusions on the same column. So I'm just going to delete this so we don't have that. And we could, so now I can hook this up to some other set of, well, let me just do it. If I say Control C, Control V, pull this out. Oops, sorry. So I want to pull it out 7 feet. Now I can make that associated with this tool, hook it up, and now I have a separate height I can use for this column. All right. So I don't know if that's what you needed, but by the way, I'm actually trying to use Rhino and Grasshopper more right now because I'm developing a course where I need to use it. So I'm trying to re-up my skills there. So I'm happy to help you with this. All right.